So, hi everyone. If you're watching us or listening us, it probably means that you are in person who are interested in Web3 security as we are. This is a hacking-proof podcast.
By the way, Hacking Proof is an expert bug bounty platform for crypto projects.
With your honorable host Alex.
Yeah, Alex is the CTO of Hacking Proof and head of Triage team.
And our special guest, Georgi Krastenov, who is a solo auditor, private auditor, who conducted more than 15 private audits, found more than 50 critical and high severity issues, and protected more than 100 million in TVL. Today we're going to talk about Web3 security, solo audits, audit contests, and a lot of interesting stuff. So let's start. Hi Georgi, we're really happy to have you here today with us. How are you today?
Hey everyone, nice to meet you, Alex. I'm fine. It was a long day, but it's a Friday, so I'm preparing for the weekends.
Yeah, nice. I believe that we can start from a short intro. Could you tell us a bit more about yourself, what you are interested in, or how is everything?
Yeah, my name is George. I'm from 1 year. Before 1 year ago, I started as a full-time security researcher. Before that, I was a traditional programmer working not so cool projects as in Web3, and for as you said, for 1 year I have really good achievements. Was able to conduct more than 15 private audits and to find numerous high and critical and high vulnerabilities.
Nice. So you were working as a programmer previously. What is your stack? I mean, what is your main coding languages, and what did you do before the auditing?
Yeah, actually, before joining the Web3 security, my first job in this space was as a smart contract developer at the biggest crypto company in my country. There we are a small team of 3 members where I gained a lot of knowledge, especially in assembly and how everything works under the hood in the EVM. And before joining this company, I had around 2 years experience in traditional programming, mostly focusing on the backend using popular languages like JavaScript, C# and C++.
Oh, nice. So basically, you got your first Solidity coding experience on your last job as a smart contract developer. Is it correct? Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
And when did you decided to start doing a security stuff? Like, have you done audits on your previous job, or how it started?
One of my co-workers left the company, and after that I decided also to left the company. Last year in April, I decided to leave my job and fully dedicate myself to Web3 security. Before that, for 3 to 4 months, I only participate in public contests and mainly reported QA and gas reports. I shared on that day, I shared on Twitter that I left my job and I'm going to start as a full-time security researcher with us. Then my main goal for the next 2-3 months was to start earning enough money to pay my bills. Luckily, the next day after I posted this tweet, my first client reached out to me. He asked me to give him a quota, At that time, I was really new to closing clients, providing a quotes with a good price,
Mhm.
and yeah, they decided to continue with another auditor. So I don't want to lose my potential first client, so I offered to conduct a free audit for them, and I was able to find significant findings. And in the next month, in June, they reach out to me again. I give them a good offer, and they booked me for their next audit. And I think this is the first lesson I learned, uh, that you should always put extra effort, giving maximum value to
Yeah,
your
more, more
potential
more than
clients.
clients expecting actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and giving that you stand out from others, and it's more highly to pick it to choose you.
Yeah, okay. Actually, it's really interesting for me personally about how that business of solo auditors works, because yeah, I have a question like, but you almost answered it, but maybe you can give some recommendations for beginners how to get their first client for a solo audit. Like
I mean,
maybe you can share some insights.
that was my story for finding the first client. Um, and after that, most of my clients come from referrals. And this guy referred me to three others people, and they booked me for the audit, and that's how I started.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, many of my past clients with whom I have worked directly refer me to other founders or developers who then contact me for audit, and the other part of my clients come from X, formerly Twitter. Here I post Web3 security content, and seems they like it because they reach out to me directly via DM.
Okay, nice. Okay, so while we didn't go far away from here, uh, I have one more questions from our beginners community. Like, maybe you can share some learning materials which were really helpful for you on your starting of that journey, or maybe you can share materials or resources which you are reading on daily basis to keep updated about last trends in the security, and yeah, keep your skill fresh.
Yeah, my up-to-date life hacks are to read and understand every life exploit when it comes, and to read the reported vulnerabilities from the public context. Additionally, I follow a lot of Web3 security researchers which cover for me interesting and new topics in Web3 security, and I think it's beneficial for everyone who wants to stay up to date to read them. I know that some people like to read, for example, newsletters, but this is not for me.
Yeah, I see. So I believe that about reading previous content, the best resource maybe will be a Solidit, which we should mention here for sure. I believe for all beginners it will be really useful because they collecting actually not only crowdsource audit, but also audits from some private companies and solo auditors as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, and okay, top 5 Twitter influencers or security researchers which everyone should follow to be up to date in security sphere. 3. Let's
Okay.
mention only 3.
Charles, Charles, who work in Paladin,
Okay.
Pashov definitely, and um, third, I would say Gogo.
Okay.
He's not active now on Twitter, but he have a good posts. Also, you can follow Bytes, which also share a good topics regarding Web3 security.
Okay, nice. I believe that we will share all their Twitters in the comment section or somewhere so everybody will be able to follow them. So,
everyone should know them.
Yeah, definitely. So, by the way, do you do only private audits, or are you participating in bug bounty contest as well?
No, at this moment, I don't often participate in public contests. I'm mainly focused on private auditing and trying to do my best to ensure that the safety of my clients and the protection of their users' money. When I have free time, I participate in a public contest on Code Arena or Sherlock, but I'm not very actively.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Can you share your your favorite findings from your previous audits? Maybe you have something very funny or very complicated or something about which you're proud of.
The complicated and interested. Maybe the most interesting vulnerability I found was in a recent audit. It was about how user deposits are tracked and how a malicious user can manipulate the balance of others users. But the report is not public yet, so I cannot share details. But my favorite issues are related to protocol economics or integrations with other protocols. I'm not a fan of pattern matching bugs. They are also important, but I like bugs where the auditor puts some creativity and he thinks out of the box.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that economic issues are most interested because they can lead to the direct or indirect loss of user assets, and usually they are most important for protocols. And I believe that when you are reporting something like that, clients usually are really happy because they didn't go to the public with that hole.
Yeah,
so,
but then they have to change a lot of their architecture or the code base should be changed.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's expensive of the developer side.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that clients are happy, but developers usually are not so happy. did you had a hard conversation with developers previously? Like, it's not a bug, it's a feature, or we are not going to fix it.
Yeah, it's their decision if they want to fix this the issue. Hard conversation, no, I didn't have. Only when we talk about the severity, it is critical, high or medium. But for me, I know that I found this bug. If they decide to fix, great. If not, it's their responsibility.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that you had a really good clients so far. If you didn't have a hard conversation with them, but yeah, nice to hear that. I'm real happy to hear that. Okay. How is your usual day look like? how much time are you spending doing audits, and do you have any rest during the day? Yeah, please describe your usual day.
Yeah, I after every private audit, I take 1 or 2 days of rest. During this time, I do not do anything auditing, but I only read Web3 security content on Twitter. My days for some guys will be boring, staying in the computer for hours. It's 6 to 7 hours actively auditing, 1 2 hours reading past reports, Web3 content, communication, communicating with other researchers, and that's yeah, my day.
Yeah, actually, from my experience, yeah, reading the code for a whole day is kind of hard job actually. So how to not burn out with such a hard schedule, like to doing an audit 6 hours per day?
Yeah, it's not actively hunting the bugs. For example, if I see a function which I met before, I going to the other project which implements similar logic, reviewing how they implement. Oh, that's missed here, or that would be a good recommendation, and that takes time. Or to try to debug if they deployed their contracts on testnet, I try to debug their transaction, what will happen here. It's not actively looking the code, finding the bugs. It's have a time when I did this separate work where I comparing this code base with other projects, and or I often use audit. You mentioned,
Yeah.
Audit is a it's a website where all vulnerabilities from past audit are recorded. So if I have to audit, for example, a protocol that interacts with Uniswap v2, I filter all issues related to Uniswap and start reviewing them. It's a good way to avoid past mistakes, or to start thinking in a specific direction.
Yeah, definitely. You can use filters to to discover issues in similar projects, and grab your first fruits, low-handled fruits for your audit. Yeah, definitely. But okay. Do you do audits always manually, or do you use any tools which may be helpful or useful during the audits? Yeah, I understand the VS Code or Remix, it's, of course, but maybe something else what you can recommend, or
notebook and paper. I actively use one extension for making notes in the code base. I don't have a list of tools or a favorite tool during the audit process. The audit is a good tool for me. Etherscan, for example, to see others protocols. The documentation of the protocol can be good tool. Remix to debug something. Foundry also, just not to write tests. For me the biggest the best tool is Foundry, because when you write the test, you also can debug this test and to see how the the memory is changing, what's
Mhm.
put in the stack. It's very helpful for me.
Okay, then I will not ask you a question. What is better, hard hat or foundry for you?
No, in the actually I prefer to work with hard hat because in my past job as a Solidity developer, we used hard hat, and I have experience in JavaScript. It's mm,
Okay.
it, it, yeah, it's close to my heart to
Yes,
to
of
use this.
course. I believe that you should be familiar with both, but what I see right now, it's still most of projects use Hardhat as their tool. So when you're cloning, for example, a project or starting working with a new project, most of their documentation will be prepared for Hardhat with tests, if they had
In
tests.
in a recent audit, my client write all tests in Python, and it was
Okay.
hard for me to try to debug their tests and to see how they work. So I had 1-2 days in to create a foundry structure and to try to rewrite their tests and to see
Right.
what they trying to do. I
Yeah,
don't like Python for testing.
yes, of course. It's I don't know. Maybe they try to hide something. It was a Solidity code base or Viper.
Solid code base.
So okay,
Create a
so
Python
okay,
test.
okay. So yeah, they write a Solidity smart contract with Python tests. Curious.
Uh,
Okay. Uh, okay. Let's move on. Let's talk a bit about upcoming trends. What do you see on the market right now? Is it better or is it harder or easier to become a solo auditor at that moment than last year when you started, or where is the market going? Because as we can see, there is more and more crowdsource auditing platforms on the market, but we still have a lot of big auditing companies with huge teams. And what is the trend where we are going right now?
yeah, for me, if you are good, you have a job and you be paid a good. Uh, as a trend, I see that a lot of Rust competition coming, and that's in demand of this audits will increase in the future. So some solid auditors can focus also on the other another language as a Rust, not only Solidity, and also bug bounty hunting is more recognized nowadays compared to 2-3 years ago. So
Mhm.
I expect a lot a lot of future projects to start their own bug bounty programs and see new names in the space earning millions by finding one or two bugs. So if you keep in mind that if I'm trying to be my to do my best to learn every day and be good at security, you'll be very good paid, well paid, and you have a job for you. But if you try to do some shortcuts, 1-2 months of trying to crush some contents, maybe not be positive, you will not receive a positive results. Maybe currently the public contests are more are hardly more because 2-3 years ago I see bugs like safe transfer, safe increase, which some get paid hundreds to three a lot of money for this issue, and now it's covered only by automated bot. But uh, comparing with my journey, I also in the at the starting I reported only QA gas reports, and now I'm more focused on the critical high. So for the people who start, yeah, you report at the beginning QA gas reports, but 6-7 months after that you start to find a lot of criticals, mediums, and that's when you see the results of your hard work.
Yeah, totally agree with you, because as we can see that solidity auditing market becoming more and more competitive at that moment, and yeah, with the last Solana meme coin summer boom, we started seeing more and more Rust based projects who are looking for audits as well, but much less auditors and qualified security researchers are on that market at that moment. But yeah, definitely we can,
Yes.
if you are looking. Yeah.
Someone have to audit these meme coins on Solana, so it
Yes.
will have work for you guys.
Yes, of course. Have you done any audits for a meme coin before?
No.
Okay.
I have offer to do that, but I decide to skip. Because most of the meme coins are the owner rug pull the user, so I don't my name to be recognized with this project. So yeah, I have a good pay, but it's not
Yeah.
for me this type of projects.
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, most of memcoin audits are done just for marketing purposes. Like, have we done audit? We are safe. Please invest in us. And you never know how it will end.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, and usually they have really small code base, like it's only one contract. So I don't know.
What ERC20
yeah.
token.
Yeah, one ERC20 token, which cloned from Open Zeppelin repository.
And changing only the name and the symbol.
Yeah, definitely.
And decimals.
So yeah, it's really easy money, but better to not use that opportunity. What was the smallest code base which you audited? Do you remember?
Around 200 lines
Okay.
of code. Lines of code, yeah. It was and I also audited the deployment scripts, which was below 100.
Okay. Nice. And I didn't know that projects do an audits for deployment scripts, but it's nice to hear that.
After the audit, they offered me to do that audit. It's not especially for their scripts. I audit their code base, and 2 weeks after that, they asked me to audit their scripts to be safe that everything will work correctly.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Let's talk a bit about recommendations for our beginners and people who just join into that industry and looking where to start at all. Yeah, just to clarify, I believe that you will agree with me that it's not an easiest way to earn money. Like, you need to really work hard and learn hard. Like, read the researchers every day, code every day, reading a code every day. But still, it's a very nice niche to be part of. Like, I'm really passionate about Web3 security and about Web3 in general. But okay, can you give any recommendations for very, very beginners? Where to start?
Yeah, as you said, earning a lot of money is easy if you are good researcher. but being a good researcher takes time, and you have to put as many as possible hours in learning. So if I'm giving advice to myself 1 year ago, is to put as much possible hours in learning. This is the best way to start your career, not only as a security researcher but also as a developer. Having a mentor, a person from whom you can learn is preferable. I have around me have a good auditors who give me advice. For example, how they structure their auditing process, how to find these complex and hard issues, on what to focus, and that was really helpful for me at the beginning. Also, if you have questions, try to do your own research and to answer. Not after that, ask other people, but first you have to do your own research. And maybe for me most important to not give up, and to know that results will come if you do your best.
Yeah, one of the main skills in nowadays is know how to use a Google. maybe
And
right
ChatGPT.
now, and ChatGPT right now. Yeah, but I also remember well that when I was starting, and my team lead was always angry on me because I was asking too much questions and didn't do a basic googling before. So don't repeat my mistakes. First, yeah, Google first.
One hack: if you want to gain more knowledge on specific topic, just do Google search on this topic and read all the first 10 articles, and you will be enough good. Not need to watch hours of videos, booking some Twitter content which you will never in the future will never open. Put 1 hour to read 10 articles. It's enough for you.
Yeah, actually my Twitter looked like a mess because I booked so many posts which I never opened like for years already. But maybe there is something useful. I need to double check again. But yeah, if you will ask a proper question for Google, you in 99% of cases you will find an answer for it. So yeah. Okay, I have maybe last question from my side is that if I'm right, are you originally from Bulgaria? Is it correct?
Yeah.
And during reading a Twitter, I mentioned that there are so many security researchers, good security researchers, one of the best ones in the world from Bulgaria. How it happened? Do you have any insights? Are you reading Solidity from first grade or I don't know?
Yeah, the Bulgarian crypto community is really. We are a small country, but we have a big and good community regarding security. I have to give how to say the Pashov, the one of the most popular auditor, created a Discord server 2-3 years ago, and then he started to share his journey, how he started as a Solidity developer and how he transferred to Web3 security. He give his results, how much he earn, how much hours putting to be as much as possible, as much as best in the security. And this Discord server now have more than 20 auditors which have really good results. And yeah, thanks to Koshov, we was able to share between us Web3 security stuff and to share and to help each others. That's why the Bulgarian community is so good, because we have one Discord server where we discuss everything which will be helpful for others.
Is it a public Discord server or it's not?
Maybe it's not public, but we
Only
write
for
on
Bulgarian
Bulgarian, only for Bulgarian.
Yeah, you should pass a KYC on the entrance.
We found easy posters. If you have among us someone who is not Bulgarian, we easy found. Because
Okay.
you have to write in Bulgaria, and
Okay, I
it's
see.
very hard to translate from English to Bulgaria sentence, and to not see that you are using Google Translator, for example.
Okay, I see. No spice in that group. I got it. Do you organize any local events in Bulgaria for community members from your Discord server?
We have 2-3 meetings, but we mostly communicate on the Discord.
Yeah, I see. So yeah, one more insight is that always look for a community of like-minded people, because together it's much easier to learn something. Because maybe you know something that other people don't know, and maybe you can ask them and they will help you with the answer. So yeah, I believe that it's pretty much it with all our questions for today. We are really happy to have you here today, and thank you for all your honest questions. Do you have any final thoughts for our listeners?
Actually, I want to ask a question. How did you, Alex, start with Web3 auditing?
Okay. I was not ready for. Okay, sorry. I will answer. No problems. My journey started a long time ago when I was like a young student of second grade in my university. I was studying on cybersecurity, but I knew nothing about it. And on the one of meetups in my city, it was Kiev meetup. I was listening a presentation from about smart contracts auditing, and it was like nobody know nothing about it at that moment. And I was so curious, like, what is going on? What is a blockchain? What is a smart contracts at all? And I decided, okay, I want to know more about it, and started learning. But it was too hard for me at the beginning, so I decided to start from general cybersecurity. So my first job was a penetration tester. It's Web 2 cybersecurity. So yeah, I started as a penetration tester, and we did a lot of pen tests for different crypto exchanges, for different DApp applications. And after that, like year by year, I started learning more and more about Solidity. So yeah, it was my journey. But also, the answer is that I started it on a meetup when I was a student. So visit meetups and try to find something which will be pushing you to learn something new.
Nice.
Okay, that's mine. Okay, so I believe that's it. It was a Hacking Proof podcast. Please follow our social media if you want to hear more topics like that. And let's keep in touch. Thank you so much, Georgi, and see you around.
Thank you for your invitation.
Yeah.